All right, hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here with you. I'm live on the camera with you tonight. Gonna do another update here. Gotta catch you up to date to what's happening here at Day Trading Radio, going into the weekend. We had a good week overall. I think some thoughts. It was a very hectic week. I want to kind of apologize that I wasn't as focused as I normally would be during the week. We've had some upgrades on the site, and it's been just taking a little bit longer than expected. So we've been doing a lot of, off the air type of, research and stuff, and just trying to get things back up and working. Paul's been working nonstop for the last 5 days, so we've been going through that, and that's kind of taken my attention from the markets a little each day. Plus being sick a couple of days, I feel like I didn't give 100% this week, but I think we got most of the stuff cleared up. We're just dealing with one last issue with the actually right now, and again, this goes to everyone out there. The if you're a member, you're all good. You're all good if you're a member. But if you're not a member and been trying to become a member here at Day Trading Radio, we realized that our membership management software was kind of glitchy, and it wasn't letting anybody sign up. So we're working on that right now. So we didn't really have anybody, any way for people to sign up. So I kind of fixed that tonight, just to kind of get this set up for the weekend for people who want to join. So I directed it. I'm just going to walk you through that. And again, if you're not familiar with this, is DayTradingRadio.com. I'm DayTraderRockStar, and we trade every single day. We've been doing this since 2007, so I'm sure you might have come across some of the videos out there and our type of trading. But if you haven't, you won't find anything better. I guarantee you that. And we concentrate on making money every day in the markets. So this is more of a market money-making show, I think we're all here as traders, day traders, but we also, understand the importance, and we have our swing trades. And every weekend I put that out, and that's another video that's going to come out this weekend, is the swing trade watch list going into next week. But like I said, the membership software is being upgraded. We had a glitch in it, so no one's able to actually purchase any of the packages. So if you would like to do that now, you could just go to the Patreon site. I have it connected through Patreon. You could get the same packages on the the monthly, the yearly, and the lifetime is set up over there. And then you just email me, and then I get your username. I'll send you a link to sign up directly, and it takes one extra step. All right, so if you go over to the Patreon site, it's Day Trading Radio. It's patreon.com/Day Trading Radio. You'll see the different membership tiers. I do offer the Zello alerts, those future trade alerts. We'll talk more about that. That's where you can get that for. That's just $20 now. I'm actually going to raise those prices. That was supposed to be just kind of a rollout launch. So that's really taken off, and that's one of my favorite things. And then we offer the copy trading here. Now you have to be a lifetime member at Day Trading Radio to have access to it. But I did open it up here for some people. If they want to take advantage of the copy trading, they could get it through the Patreon site. So you get it, send me. You would have to get your Replicano. There's instructions on how to set it up in there, and the criteria and what's expected. It's basically $1 a day. And again, it's for prop accounts. So, and I apply the HPS methodology. I connect it to my accounts, and during the day, and we trade. So, and then you can get the scripts here also, if you want to get those separately. And then again, here's your membership. Like I say, you just have to go over here, click on the membership. This is the full monthly plus membership. It gives you the scripts. It gives you everything, except the copy trading. But that's the full monthly. That gives you everything. And then you have let's see here, what else do we have here? If you go back up here, you go over to shop here, click on that, and that's where you have your 1 year membership, $549, and the lifetime membership, which I have on sale here. It's normally $17.99. I put it on sale here, but it's not the you don't get the coaching with this price. but that's a good price. So if you know, again, you could get that through the Patreon. When you click on that to get this, well, I'm actually in the site, but this tells you how to get it. You know, I want you to email me at dtrs@daytraderradio.com with your Patreon name. Just say, hey, I just picked up the lifetime membership or the yearly membership, and then I'll send you a little sheet to fill out that we'll put into the membership form and build your membership for that. We do that manually until we get that membership management program running. It does it automatically, but we're upgrading it right now. But it's very easy to do. I just do it this way instead, but it's the same thing. Also, you can even just sign up for Patreon. You don't even have to get one of these. I post a lot of videos over there, a lot of education also. Also, there's a new coupon out. Again, if you're taking advantage of the copy trading, this is a good coupon. 90% off. That's like $14.50 for the 25K account. That's like $17.50 for the 50K account. It's like $21.50 for like maybe the 100K account. It's very cheap, very cheap. And Apex is doing one-day qualify and 80% off. So that's really good too. A lot of people like the Apex better because they have that one-day qualify. You know, a little thing added onto it, and you can get up to 20 accounts. And again, these are the accounts that you would connect to the copy trader if you were doing a copy trading. That's a good thing. Let me see, where is this? So, actually, yeah, that's on the Patreon site too. So if you want to get more information on that, you can just go over there. All right, we went over the coupons. These coupons are really good. I think we went over those. This is the second time I'm doing the video. The first time I had the camera locked in and it was recording from the camera. But anyway, that's how you would sign up here now. Let's just jump into I want to just talk about why it was a good week, but again, like I said, a little distracted with some of the updates of the site. But let's just go back here and understand what we want to do each and every day. We're just going to review today's market. The last couple of days, the market we've been kind of biased to the downside as we came into the Ides of March. And there's actually a post here. I'll put that out on the next video, talking about the next phase of this market, which is the second part of March, where we should start to see maybe a decent market rally. But we trade short term and quickly during the day. And if we take a look at the chart here, and we just go back, you know, we talk a lot about the channels, identifying these channels, and we're just looking for divergences. And it's so important because here we had a nice divergence. This was about 3 o'clock, and a very nice divergence right there. It was the second time we're up against the VWAP. And when we have something like that, it's very easy just to remember our stop goes above it. You have to take that trade. That's a nice angle. We talk about the angle, you know, between the high and the low. It's over 7 degrees. And, you know, just a picture perfect little divergence. And again, this is on the 1 minute time frame. You have the 5 minute also starting to come back down. So you have, you know, the potential for a nice pullback. Not that you're going to hold it all the way through all this. You're not going to let it get back up there. And then, I mean, you could, but most likely you want to just get this move down and take profits where the 200 period moving average is when we get oversold. All these things are telling us we're going to have a little bounce here. Then we push up to the trend line, and then we're back down to the trend line and back up to the trend line. And then back down to the trend line. And it was perfect. These patterns were really nice today. We had a little sneaky divergence here. Called that out. The Zello alerts, I think those are coming along good. I tried to keep these things going, but it's up to you to really take the trades. So here's the Zello alerts. And I'm just going to take a look at that. That was one of the best setups right now. It's 3 o'clock. I wonder if I hit that at 3 o'clock. I'm just going to check my... check out the setups here. Didn't have one on that, but let's go back here. I think we're just going to zoom out here. Just kind of go back here. We had that one divergence here, As we look back and just kind of backtrack and see what was a setup. Like, again, you can see the two little candles here. There was not much of a setup, but you can sometimes see that higher stochastic. And just knowing that just a tiny divergence is going to give us a tiny move, and it kind of saves you a lot of issues if you don't want to be involved in that. And remember, when we get oversold here on the 9-3, most likely we're going to get a bounce up. When we get overbought, most likely we're going to come down. So that's your first part of your trading, is making sure you're on the right side of the trade. There's no sense of going against the grain if the market's in this type of phase. It's back and forth, back and forth. So you already know what you should be concentrating on. Now, I love the downward channels. We had a beautiful channel here. Look at this big channel all the way down. And then here, right around 1 o'clock, it looks like there was a coil. So we kind of talked about the coil, and I think I used the Zello. This was a good little, if you happen to catch this, I noticed this coil at this point, right about here. It was probably right around right before 3 o'clock maybe. I mean, right before 1 o'clock, or right around 1 o'clock. We didn't have the divergence yet. We just had the coil right here. So, and what I explained is, when we have a coil like this, lots of times you'll get a divergence after a coil. It means you get your first pop and then a little pullback, and that little pullback will bring us back down to the lows, but the stochastics won't make it back down to the lows, and we'll turn back up. And it looks exactly like this. It looks like a nice wavy down, a little pop, a little pullback, just like that. That is our textbook coiled divergence, and that's even on my. That's even on my, take a look at this. You see how this looks, what this looks like? All right, hold on. Hold that thought for a second. Here we have a coil. These are from, I have so many examples of all our setups. So if you ever need this stuff, I like to control, kind of collect. And when you have that coil, the coil is a series of lower highs with our 9-3 stochastics until we get down to a level where we break out of that. And our first pullback comes back, and it dips back up. It almost pulls back and then dips right back up. The price is just going to stay right around there. Maybe it comes a little lower, not much, but right when that turns back up, that is your coil divergence. A very powerful move on that. So we actually kind of see that. It's the same thing right here. You see it? A little dip, a little pop, the price comes back, and I try to give you this. Let's take a look at let's see if that came in here. What time was that? All right, let's see what this says here.
All right, it's 1:04 p.m. here. Watch this area down here, as there's a potential. We just had a coiled rotation. The quad rotation is like all four the stochastic, but in a coil where we kind of take our time. Lots of times we'll get a little bounce off of that, and then we watch for a divergence here. So it could be setting up. There could be a move setting up here in the next few minutes. To keep an eye on this. I'll keep an eye on it also for you.
So there you have it. You can see I walked you right through that, even before the divergence there. And then the divergence came, and of course you could see how big that move was. That was the bottom. That's always the divergence. They're always going to give us the best setups. So now there was a kind of a failure here. There was a low here and a lower low, and you kind of had a higher low, and we kind of broke down there. But when that happens, you should be able to know that. Now, this is the key to making money right here. The secret. Most of these are going to work. When they don't work, there's a key, there's an understanding. You could actually see why they're not going to work. It's because their 60-10 is embedded usually under 10, definitely under 20. But the lower it is, the more likely that bounce is not even going to get it past the 20. So you might get a trigger here. You might get 2 candles to the upside. It doesn't even give you a tick. But if you feel that weakness and you know you're in a tight channel and this is embedded and this starts to rotate back up and you start to hold and it starts to sell off of the 20, you just want to get out of it. Take a tick, a loss or anything. Don't let. This is the key here. If this is flatlining, most of these bounces are going to be fast rollovers. So if you see the situation where you're trying to capture a bottom and this is embedded, every bounce should be sold. Every little bounce should be sold or reshorted until you have a divergence, or, you know, and here you had the divergence, and that was the bigger move out of this. Here's a nice little flag to push back up. Will be eventually just dropped off. And again, this is also that embedded stochastic down here, really down here under 20, and we're holding under the 20. Now here is 7 o'clock. You can see a beautiful pullback. 1, 2, 3 channels. You know, you look for 4 to be that divergence. You see the high or low. You see it, you got to take it. 9 times out of 10, the divergence will break you out of the downward channel. And again, we're calculated on our profits. We're not holding on to this. These are not going to be, you know, the end all, unless we have a 5-minute setup in our favor. But, you know, we're hitting, you know, it's kind of hit and run. We identify the setup, we get in. Even with the ES, you get a point or two on this. Adds up real fast, especially if you're trading a prop account for like a 25K or a 50K prop account. This adds up really fast. $200, $300 trades with the ES, and they're high probability trades. So that's why you get those good coupons right now. DTR 90, the 90%er. It's like $14.50 for a 25K account. That's nothing. That's like 2 cups of coffee here. And you have an opportunity. This was a beautiful divergence here. This was 3 in the morning, and we see a lot of these divergences. That was a nice candle that came down. See that little candlestick and that high rotation? That's just when you're in a channel like this and you see that, you have to take that. And it's easy enough to just take the stop underneath. If you got, just do it. Just do it. I want to make a t-shirt with that on it. Just do it. I think I'll make some money with that one. Double top right here. Beautiful, beautiful divergence right there. And again, you'll know the right ones because they'll be steeper, they'll be very easy to see, and they'll be in a calm, collective market. You don't have to worry about anything at this point. There's almost one right here. And only we're looking for a point or two overnight trade. You know, three or 4 contracts on, a point or two, it just adds up. It's very easy. These divergences, here's one right here. It's going to give you about a point. All of them. And if they don't, and if they go against you, you're out, and you know why you're out. But pretty exciting stuff coming. If you like it, please head over to DayTraderRadio.com. And remember, if you want to sign up for a membership and be part of our chat or real-time alerts, get to use the scripts. Oh, I didn't even talk about the scripts today. So I you know, all this methodology that we have translated that into NinjaTrader scripts that you could run on your own machine, and it looks for these setups. So whenever we take those trades, lots of times we're going to be confirming it with our bot here. So this is the, and we're running on the 300 tick chart, and you can see, even in a downward trend market, a downward trending market, you'll get our great entries. So we'll get to push up. Now the bot is automatically taking things off based off of my parameters, and I base my parameters on the weaker markets. So we take a faster profit. If my parameters are set for a bigger profit, we might miss these, and these might roll over. This is not a push and play, go to bed and wake up. You want to manage this. This is going to get you to good entries. You want to really take control of the stops, understand the trend. All right, this is a tool. But when you you know, when you see this thing working, and you could actually say, all right, we did get a little long here. It didn't really go up too high, and then we kind of rolled over. We got up to the 50. You know, this is also embedded in staying under 20. So if you see that and you see this starting to turn over, you could get out. You know, you could get out clean, and you should, because it's no skin off your, you know, back or whatever you call it. And this isn't a downward market. When you have the nice upside market, it really does take off. And again, that is the RockBot scripts. I put that on the RockBot channel, and you have access to the RockBot channel. If you don't want to run the scripts, you could actually watch the script trade. and it's on the ES and on the MES. I have some Bitcoin there. All right. So you know what we have to do. This is our goal. Thank you for being part of Day Trading Radio, and if you're not, you'd like to become part of it. We have a great team over here, and just head over to DayTraderRadio.com or head to the Patreon and just follow the directions, and we'll see you in the chat room on Monday morning. Oh yeah, let me go over this here fast. If you go to DayTraderRadio.com, this is actually the let me just go over that fast. You go over it here. There's a trial, but again, the membership thing, you have to go to actually. When I fixed the buttons here, so if you click on it, it'll bring you right over to the Patreon. Actually, it didn't bring me over to the Patreon site. It should. Did I not save it? Well, I have it set up to bring me over to the Patreon site because the sign-up form is, like I said, we're re-updating all that. So don't bother with that. Go to the Patreon site. But on the top here, there's some good starting tabs up here. This is on the prop trading. If you click on that, it gives you all the updated coupons. If you're going to be part of the copy trading, you need the Replicano program. That's a 20% coupon. Radio 20. And then there's a lot of good information here on the prop accounts and how they work and stuff. And just a lot of good information there. And then if you go back up on the top here, there's a good getting started link. Kind of talks about Day Trading Radio and what we do, how to set up an account, how to receive some of the signals. And then, of course, the last but not least, if you go down here to copy trading, and this is how that's set up. Click on that, and that's a good good link there. It kind of shows you the trades that I want to be taking, examples of criteria of the trades, the quad divergence on the VWAP, the flag, the 2020 bull flags. Here's another great example of a coil. And stuff like that. And I continue to add charts down here, like a couple of charts that we took today, I'll end up putting down here for examples. And we store all these examples so you could really see what we're looking for. All right, that's it. I'm done. Any information, or if you need me, Day Trading Radio, ironaction@yahoo.com. That's my personal email, ironaction@yahoo.com, or DTRS@daytradingradio.com.